Hi, folks. It's me, Christiana Gaudet. I am so happy to be with you here today live. And if you happen to be watching this in archive, either on Facebook or YouTube, I'm happy you're here with me. This is the 3-card weekly reading. So that's what we're going to do here. I am working with my Morgan Greer deck, which is my workhorse deck for right now. I'm loving it. It comes in a little tin. It's borderless. It's really fun. So just a couple of things, and I see people coming on into the room. Thanks so much for being here. Just a couple of things before we get started. Some of you know I am in the process of moving my office, not out of town. I'm staying in Palm City, but I am moving to a first floor office. Bigger, better. We got our own bathroom. We got all of that. So we will be having a lot of great events in that office. And I am moving for November 1st. That means I am doing readings here in my current office in Palm City until then. So feel free to give me a call to make an appointment. I am also doing readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, from anywhere in the world. So reach out. You can private message me here, or you can give me a call or a text at 561-655-1160. And let's see. We see Vicky. Glad you're here. We see Rogerio. So glad you're here. So this is something that I do once a week on Mondays. It's your 3-card weekly reading. Hey, Lori, nice to see you. And I always try to do it at some point on Monday. And what it is just 3 cards to think about for the week that may talk about the different energies that are available to us, the different things we might want to pay attention to as we go through the week. So let us get started. Hey, knit faster. Nice to see you. I bet you knit, huh? Don't you? My mother was a great knitter. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Our first card is the King of Swords. So, what does this tell us about the week? Brenda Hess says, new office in Palm City. Yes, indeed. Just down the road, not too far, but first floor, bigger, more events, more room. It's going to be great. And I look forward to seeing you there. Hey, TK, glad to see you. Okay, so here we see the King of Swords. I was just having a conversation with someone about the court cards and how very versatile they are. What would the King of Swords have to say to all of us about our week coming up? And this is our week, October 13th through October 20th, 2019. This would say, speak your truth. Be a leader in speaking the truth. And that's not just saying what you think is true. It's saying what you know to be true. And it's being in your integrity. Right now, I think there's a lot of people spouting opinions, and opinions are different from facts. Just because you believe it doesn't mean it's a fact. If you want to say something you believe, preface it that way. Say, this is what I believe. If it's a fact, speak it as a fact. And if it's not a fact, don't speak it at all. That's what the King of Swords would say. The King of Swords says, be honest, do the right thing, be a good leader. Look at the people around you and see how you can help them and how you can be an example and how you can lead them. So that's our first card. Our second card. Oh, interesting. We're all about the court cards here. Our second card is the Page of Rods. Now, of course, rods would be wands or batons or staves. It's the fire suit in any regard. And so here we have the King of Swords, and here we have the Page of Rods or the Page of Wands. So to be like the King of Swords, we need to be a leader, and we need to do the right thing, the honest thing. We need to speak the truth. At the same time, to be like the Page of Rods or the Page of Wands, we need to be open-minded. We need to be always learning. We need to be willing to communicate, and we need to be creative. We need to be spiritual, and we need to have fun. So what do you think? Will our third card be a court card as well? It's not. The third card, is death. Okay, so what does that speak to? That speaks to be ready for change. And TK says, isn't belief and faith important? Then how not saying what I believe and making me confident and sure? Well, the thing is, a lot of times we believe what we believe based on misinformation or based on what we've been told to believe or taught to believe versus what is true. And I'm not sure that belief and faith is always important because a lot of times people's beliefs or faith cause them to do things that are ridiculous. And if you are believing something to be true that isn't true and it causes you to do something ridiculous, then no. I think that, yes, it is important to have faith in ourselves, in our higher power, in the people we care about, but only to the point that it supports us in doing rational things. Beyond that, then it's hurtful. And I think that's what these two cards in many ways have to say to us. And in terms of confidence, be confident in who you are and nurture your confidence by learning the truth and by having honesty and integrity and doing the right thing, not by spouting something that someone else told you was true. Does that make sense? Anyway, death. So death is about being willing to change your beliefs, being willing to change what you think is true in favor of what you know is true. Death is about being willing to embrace change, even if that change feels difficult. And I think all change feels difficult, even good change. But be willing to change. If we are not always growing, if we are not always changing, then we are stagnant. And that is a scary thing indeed. So be willing to embrace change. Lori said she liked the way I explained that. So figure out what is really true and be a leader in the truth, be a leader in doing the right thing. At the same time, always be a student. As you are a leader, also be a student. Always have an open mind. Always be willing to learn. And what do these two cards have in common? Communication. Swords is about communication. Page is about communication. So communication is important. And remember that communication goes both ways. It's speaking, but it's also listening. So listen to each other. Hear somebody else's truth, as well as wanting to speak your own. And in all of it, with the Page of Wands, or the Page of Rods, as it's called in this deck, be willing to have fun, be willing to be lighthearted, be willing to be spiritual, be willing to be creative. And with that, use those energies to create positive change for yourself and for the people around you, to embrace change that is good, to embrace growth for yourself, for the people around you, even when it's scary. So, should be an interesting week. TK says, in 1 year, my life has changed in ways I can't even imagine. Absolutely. And I think that eventually you will look back and you will see those changes as good, changes that helped you to see your truth and see yourself as a leader, and changes that helped you to learn and be more creative and be more open to things that you enjoy, to be more open to having fun. So I hope that's true for everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. I will remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, here in this Palm City office, and as of November 1st in the new office. Knit Faster says, put to rest beliefs that don't fit anymore. Death. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And Neil says, yeah, my life has been changing, not for the good. But, when we talk about changing beliefs, so often the beliefs that we need to change are the beliefs about ourselves, about our own abilities, about what is really true for us. So often we sell ourselves short. And even when things are not going well, we need to find our strength, our ability, and our faith in what we can do for the future. So even if there has been difficult change, allow good change to come. Thank you all so much for being here. Feel free to reach out for a private reading. You can always check out my website, christianagodet.com. I've always got a lot of good information there. You can sign up for my weekly newsletter there. And wait till you see all the great events that we will be having in the new office. And that starts November 1st. And Neil says, I'm finding out I'm stronger than I thought. Exactly. And unfortunately, sometimes it takes difficult things to prove our strength. But that strength is something you can have faith in. Thank you all very much. I will look forward to seeing you all again really soon. Take care.